Alright guys, I'm Yuna. We're back with another day of streaming to make up for the nonsense that happened yesterday. Which was just that, nonsense. And since I already beat Final Fantasy and I couldn't show it to you guys, I was just narrating the damn thing and decided to delete the second video. So, started to make it up with this. I think I'm going to start doing this with Wreckfest tomorrow, at least until the new, what do you call it, Final Fantasy comes out. I thought I'd do something entertaining. See, I don't like people personally, I'm not gonna lie. I fucking despise people. So when I'm around them, I feel really awkward. And when I'm awkward, I tend to kind of tell jokes. Just ordinary, run-of-the-mill, overly offensive jokes. I'm assuming Snow is listening, and she knows where this is probably going to go. And it's not going to end well. It really isn't. But I have sworn to entertain people by whatever means necessary. Now, that being said, everything I'm gonna say this stream, the jokes, you know, the come-ons, what you guys assume will be racist, because nowadays you can't say anything without being racist. You know, I mean, it's not. Okay, you know, it's just. Well, I mean, you might presume it's racist, but it's not. This guy's being a cunt. There we go. Anyway, you know, they're just jokes. From back in my day, they were all jokes. You just can't be offended by it, alright? There's no malice here. I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just trying to get you people to laugh. And that's what I intend on doing. These jokes will be racist, sexist, disgusting, misogynist, and whatnot. So if you don't like that, you know, this isn't for you. Alright, so I'm just giving you a heads up. Alright, just so you know. So let's kick this off with a very basic one. I've used this one since I was 15. So a woman goes into a bar. She's got like, I don't know, $5 in her pocket. And she goes and she orders a drink. And she just, you know, she's looking around trying to figure out how the hell can I make more money. You know. So what she does is she goes up to a guy. And she's like, you know, I'll bet you that I can make a better joke than you can. And the guy says, alright. She's like, okay, but I'll bet you $50 that I can make a better joke than you can. Alright, so he says, alright, fine, go ahead. So she says, 6 times 6, 36, and 3 is 9. I can tell the length of yours, but you can't tell the depth of mine. So the guy sits back and thinks about it. He's like, oh, well, shit. Okay, I lost. He hands her $50. So she starts thinking, she's like, okay, I got something here. I can make money this way. So she goes to the next guy. And she tells him the same joke. And she wins another $50. And this goes on and on and on. It goes on all day. Well, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, 2 o'clock. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. She's about to leave. She heads outside.
Nothing good gonna come.
She goes into her, she goes to her car. And, you know, she sees this bum in the alley. He has his little cart and everything, and, you know, he's a homeless guy. She goes up to him. She's like, hey, old man. I'll make a bet with you. And what do you call it? He says, fine. She's like, I'll bet you all this money, $3 grand. I can make a better joke than you can against your bottle of booze. He says, all right, great. Let's do it. So she says, all right, 6 times 6 is 36, and 3 is 9. I can tell the length of yours, but you can't tell the depth of mine. So the guy sits and he thinks about it. And he says, 6 times 6 is 36, and 3 is 9. I can piss in yours, but you can't piss in mine. Used to be a showstopper back in my day. Alright, so, you know, the next one's, I think I said this one on a stream before, but it is my favorite. My cousin told me this one when I was small. I was really, really young when he told me this one. A drunk goes into a bar at the top of the Empire State Building. And he says, and he goes and he sits down next to this drunk. And he says, well, you know, he orders a drink. So, you know, the bartender, he pours him a whiskey. The drunk gets up, and he goes, he goes to, he goes up to this window, and he climbs out, and he falls out of the window. Well, the guy that was sitting next to him, he panics, like, holy shit, somebody call 911, call 911. About 5 seconds later, the guy appears from the, from the elevator. He stumbles back to his seat, and he continues drinking. Well, the guy goes back to him, he's like, how did you do that? It's amazing. And the guy's like, it's his magical whiskey. If you drink a whole bottle of it, you'll be able to fly. And the guy didn't believe him, but the drunk told him, he's like, trust me, it'll work. So the guy gets a bottle, drinks the whole thing, he jumps out the window, falls all the way down, and dies. So, back at the bar, the drunk's laughing his ass off. And the bartender turns to him and he says, you know, you're a real asshole when you're drunk, Superman. That's a personal favorite, really is. Did you guys hear about the 3 blondes escaped from prison? So 3 blondes escaped from prison. Run to a farmhouse. You go to a farmhouse. And the cops are they're right on their ass, just like searching for them. They see these 3 sacks of potatoes. So they go and hide in them. Cops arrive and they start looking for them. They you know, they look around, they ask the farmer and see nothing. So the farmer, I mean the cops, they start looking at the potatoes like, well, doesn't seem anything out of the ordinary. One of the cops, he kicks one of the potato bags, and the brunette was in there. So she says, meow meow. And the cop's like, oh well, it's probably just a cat. He goes and he kicks the other bag. And the redhead was in there, and she says, woof woof. The cop's like, oh, it's probably just a dog in there. And he goes up to the 3rd bag where the blonde is, and he kicks it, and the blonde says, potato potato. Alright. So now for some like hardcore, I guess, like I said, it's not racist because it's just a joke. I know some people perceive those kind of things as offensive nowadays, but I mean, hey, they're just jokes. It's not meant to be aimed at anyone. All right, so a Hindu a Hindu shaman and a Jewish rabbi and a black Baptist priest, they're going to a religious convention together all in a van, but their van breaks down outside a farmhouse, and with nowhere to go, they go to the farmhouse, and they politely ask the farmer, like, hey, our van broke down. Is there any way that you can house us for the night until we can get somebody to repair our van for us? Farmer says, no problem. The only thing is that I only have 3 spots. That you can use. One's the barn, and there's just 2 beds here in the inside the house. So what do you call it? The Hindu and the black priest, they take one of the rooms inside, and the rabbi gladly takes the barn. So about 5 minutes later, the rabbi comes out of the barn, and he goes to the farmer, and he says, I can't stay in there because pigs live in there, and pigs are a filthy animal. And he asked politely if he could switch with one of the other parishioners. And the Hindu shaman says, yeah, sure, I'll take your spot, no problem. He goes and he sleeps in. He goes to the barn, and what do you call it? The shaman, he's there trying to sleep in the barn and whatnot, and so on and so forth. And what do you call it? He comes back about 10 minutes later, and he says, hey, I can't sleep in the barn. Cows live in that live in the barn, and well, the cows are sacred. So the black reverend says, like, okay, well, I'll switch with you. I have no problem with that. And the reverend goes into the barn, and he gets ready to go to sleep, and he starts sleeping and whatnot. So 20 minutes later, there's a knock on the door, and it's the pig and the cow. I really hope I don't have to explain these jokes, because it's gonna be just way too offensive to have to explain them. Alright, so what do you call a white woman with a yeast infection? Cracker with cheese. How many black guys does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2. One to screw in the light bulb, the other to drive the pink Cadillac. What do you call Mexicans? What is a Mexican's favorite sport? Cross country. I'm going to hell for this one. How do you stop 5 black guys from raping a white woman? Toss from a basketball. I'm going to hell. I'm really going to hell. Alright, alright, okay, look, so around here we don't use the N-word because it's just fucked up. So like I said, I'm gonna switch a lot of these around so that I don't have to say overly offensive shit, because it's probably not gonna end well with I'm gonna end up losing a lot of subscribers. But all right, so like I said, no N-words, none of that shit. That being said, this next joke. All right, so what do you see? What do you what do you say when you see your TV floating in the middle of the night? Freeze, brother. Alright. Why aren't there any female astronauts that land on the moon? Because there's no dishes to wash up there. Alright, this one's pretty dark, but hey, it's a joke, alright? So let's not remember it's a joke, don't take it it's a joke, not a dick, don't take it so hard. What does dark humor and cancer kids have in common? They never grow old. My heart's racing because I feel like, I mean, this is bad. I'm going down. I am truly going to hell. Okay, let's see. Okay, here's a presidential joke. No. Damn it. Now I don't want to bring politics into this. Race is fine. Politics, that's bad. Well, that was simple. Damn it. Okay, so a woman was, a pregnant woman. She was giving birth. She's in labor, and she's screaming all these obscenities at her husband. And the husband says, "Hey, don't blame me. I wanted to stick it in your ass, but you said, oh no, that might hurt." That's a little joke for Snow over there. Oh man, she's gonna give me so much shit for this. Okay, so whoa. So my girlfriend got upset at me when I got home. My girlfriend was upset at me, and she was packing up her shit, and she was getting ready to leave. And I was like, "Well, why are you packing up your things?" And she's like, "Well, I heard that you were." She was angry. She's like, "I heard you were a pedophile." And I was like, "Pedophile? Oh, well, that's a big word coming from a 12-year-old." I gotta clean my pistols. This fucking thing's just all used up. Alright, let's see. You know that women are all strange. You know, they don't mean what they say. You know, like simple. Like, oh well, don't do this. You know, don't buy this. Don't do that. You know, they never say what they mean, right? You know, you're not supposed to buy this. You're not supposed to touch that. You can't sleep with my sister-in-law. That's all. That was pretty weak, I'm not gonna lie. Is there any other rifles up here I could use? Oh, wow. Okay, let's see, man. You know, I had these at the tip of my tongue earlier, you know? But, oh. Wow, that was a nut shot. Okay, how about this one? What do racist white jokes in the NBA have in common? They both no, what do racist white jokes and white guys in the NBA have in common? They both suck. Okay, so I took my 21-year-old girlfriend out to celebrate our anniversary, and everyone started calling us a pedophile. And it was it ruined the evening. They ruined our 9-year anniversary. You know, some of these you're gonna have to think about unless you're really quick. What do you call it? One time I spray painted my computer black so it would run faster. Now it won't work. I ever tell you guys I was trying to be an airborne ranger, and when it came time to parachuting, my sergeant told us, like, you got to jump out of the plane so you can graduate. I was kind of scared. When it was my time to jump, I hesitated. My sergeant came up to me, he's like, son, you don't jump out of that plane, I'm going to fuck you in the ass right here and now. And my buddy, he asked me, like, well, did you jump? And I was like, yeah, a little at first. I want to say that for later. Alright, so this guy and his wife are at the hospital, and she's delivering her son, their kid. The guy's mother is there with them too, and you know, she popped out the kid. The kid was all healthy and shit. Well, the stepmother was very, you know, she wasn't 100% sure that, hey, that's not her grandchild. She tells the woman, she says, that's not my grandchild. That son does not belong to my father. And what do you call it? The woman lifts up her gown and she says, it's a pussy, not a photocopier. No. Alright, drink up, John. Alright, there we go. So, let's see. What's another one? Oh, hell, there it is. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I didn't think the Japanese were charging now. You know, I hate going out with Asian chicks. Sometimes, because, you know, I hate texting them because twice you have to drop the bomb on them. Alright, what do you call it? My fiance asked to tell a blonde joke. No problem. A blonde, a brunette, and a redhead. They went into an elevator. They pressed a button to go down. So, you know, they were looking at the panel, and right underneath there was this white spot. And the brunette says, "Well, you know, that looks like a cum stain." Redhead, she touches it, and she's like, "Feels like a cum stain." The blonde gets on her knees, licks it, and she says, "No one from this building." Here's another blonde joke. Three blondes sitting in they're sitting in the they're sitting in a restaurant, you know, having lunch, having a good time. And the one blonde, she pulls out a lamp that she got from Egypt, and she says that it can grant us any wish you want. All right. So, you know, they rub it, and the genie comes out. And the first blonde says, she says, "I want to be smart." And, what do you call it? The genie grants her wish. Well, the second blonde says, "Well, I want to be smarter than her." And, the genie grants her wish. The third blonde says, "Well, I want to be smarter than both of them." So the genie turns her into a man. Okay, so a man and wife are laying down in bed, and what do you call it? The husband says, "Hey, you know, I want a blowjob." The wife says, "No." He's like, "Come on, I want a blowjob." The woman says, "No, stop asking me." And he says, "Woman, we have been married together 15 years. You have never once gone down and sucked my dick." She's like, "Fine. Okay, I'll do it, but just this once and only this once." So she goes under the covers. She sucks them off. The next day comes by, and husband's happy and ecstatic, and, you know, so on and so forth. And the wife's in the kitchen, and what do you call it? What do you call it? The husband gets an angry phone call from work. So he answers the phone. And, what do you call it? He says, "Hello." And the guy on the other end says, "I want to talk to the cocksucker of the house." So the husband turns around and says, "Honey, it's for you." A farmer walks into his kitchen with a duck under his arm. Okay, yeah, Snow told me to tell a joke. I will, but after this one. Okay. what the hell was I saying? Ah, okay. So a farmer walks into his kitchen with a duck under his arm, and his wife's, you know, she's doing the dishes and whatnot. And the farmer says, "This is the pig I'm fucking." Well, the wife turns around and she says, "Bob, that's a duck." And the farmer says, "I was talking to the duck." Okay, so this is the one that Snow told me, and it is pretty funny. Why do Scottish men wear kilts? And that's so that the sheep can't hear him. The sheep can't hear the zipper coming down. Which is wildly accurate from what I heard. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we got. Okay. What's the difference between a Jew and a Boy Scout? Well, a Boy Scout comes back from camp. If you understand World War II history, you'll understand that joke.
Not now.
There we go. Oh shit. Okay, so how many Jews can you fit in a car? 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and about 2 million in the ashtray. It's okay to say that joke because my fiance is Polish. I don't know, she might be a Jew too, I'm not 100% sure. I'll tell you this, I ain't going to no fucking synagogue. I'm Catholic. I change religions for no man. And being Catholic's cool, you can be drunk. Speaking of drunk, what's the difference between a Catholic wedding? Oh, I'm sorry. What's the difference between an Irish wedding and an Irish funeral? One less drunk. I can already feel like fucking eyes just stabbing into the back of my head, like if somebody's like, dude, really? Because nowadays you can't tell these kind of jokes anymore. It's like impossible to tell these jokes, and you'll get strung out, man. Speaking of which, here's a joke about Mississippi. So, a sheriff goes to a crime scene, and he says, you know, he sees a black guy lynched from a tree, hands bound behind his back, shot over 12 times. Face was all cut up, his ears were cut off. And he turns to his lead detective and he says, "Well, now, Billy Ray, that there's just one of the worst cases of suicide I ever seen before." You know, if that joke from Mississippi pisses people off, I mean, not only, I mean, was it wildly accurate, but my fiance is also from Mississippi, so I bet she's pissed. What the hell? Did you see that? He disappeared. Eyes got more sense. Let's see. Damn, man. I'm like, you know, I know I got these. Oh, okay. What's the difference between Santa and a Jew? Well, Santa goes down the chimney. Another historical joke for you guys. Just hope it doesn't go over your head. I don't know, I just felt like unloading that guy's leg. How do you start a Jewish parade? Throw a quarter down the street. How do you... Fuck me. How do you starve a black guy? You put his food stamps under his work boots. How do you stop 5 black guys? I'm sorry. How do you stop 5 Mexicans from stealing your car? Shout, "Immigration's coming! Immigration's coming!" Or "La migra, la migra!" Don't try and sneak up on me, fucker. All of a sudden, here done come the cavalry. And they are pissed. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, what's faster than a black man with a TV? His brother with a VCR. I feel like I'm just sticking. Here's a white joke. Here's a white joke. This is why I took stuff. I think Snow's a bit offended right now. Here's a white joke. You're so white that you bought a TV during the LA riots. I feel like all I can hear is crickets. Oh, look at all these fucking cops. Okay, here's a joke for the ladies. Alright. What's the difference? What do a man and a snowstorm have in common? Well, you don't know when he's coming. You don't know how many inches you'll get. And you don't know how long it'll last. That's a joke for the feminists. Because, you know, all us men are the same. And, you know, here's a joke for the men. How many feminists does it take to change a light bulb? None. Feminists can't change anything. can't believe we survived from sundown to sunup. There's a lot of cops around here. What the? That's bad. Let's see what we got. I shot off my hat. Okay, so 3 gay guys are in a, they're in a jacuzzi. When suddenly a load of cum floats up to the top of the water. One gay guy to the right turns to the left and says, "Okay, which one of you fucking farted?" This video is gonna be so demonetized. Wait, he's got a shotgun. I'll take that if you please. Ow! Something bit me. Stop with the joke. Yeah. Snow's upset. She told me to stop with the jokes. Never! Let's see. I still got a bunch of jokes I kind of remember. And sayings too, like this saying. Alright, you want to pick up a woman? This is the way to do it. You tell her, "Hey babe, your legs look great. When do they open?" That's guaranteed to get you some poontang. Then duel me. Oh, okay. You know, I'll duel her. I'll duel the hell out of her, but when I'm done, I'm probably gonna have to get her into the party too. But I will. I gotta do my jokes first. Get! Never take me alive, Frenchie! Shit! Close. And by the way, if that pickup line works, you gotta have that woman scream my name. Alright, I helped you out with that. That's my deal. Alright, it's only fair. Let's see. Come on. I got at least 15 minutes of jokes to tell, at least. Let's see. It won't work. Oh shit, I'm getting shot here. Come on. I have one at the tip of my tongue. Oh, shit, someone's shooting at me. No, they're not. Oh, what? Alright. Well, we sort of survived sun up, sun down, so that's fine. Alright, here's a joke. And it's a fairly innocent one. What do you call a nun in a wheelchair? Virgin Mobile. Yes. That's true. Man, I feel like I'm dying here. Only time will tell, I guess. When you look up all these jokes and you gotta learn things, like I like these dating sites like Tinder and all this other crap, and stop mail, stuff like that. Which you know, it's kind of hard to do because I'm not into that. I'm old school. You guys know me. Hell, my wife calls me an old man. You know, so you gotta learn all these new types. So here's a joke for Mississippi, cause I like all them people over there that treats me kind, and there's only tried to lynch me just once. Them, as you know, is decent people. So what do the people of Mississippi use instead of Tinder? Ancestry.com. That was a fairly new one. What do you call it? I got that one online, so you know, it gave me a good chuckle. Okay, where's that farmhouse? Where the hell's Tumbleweed? Oh, hell, I'm just north of them. Come on, horsey, let's ride. Oh no, there's somebody here.
Putting up a sign asking for company, stranger. Get lost.
You trying to duel on me?
Get the hell away from here.
Fuck you! I'll learn you to try and educate me, a man of such education. I'm gonna take your hat. Let's see. Okay, alright, why does Stephen Hawking only do one-liners? Because he can't do stand-up. I guess this is the part where somebody, because you know, Snow's been telling me, hey man, you know what, shut the hell up. Can you make a joke on the fly about your wife? This is what Snow asked me. She's like, can you do a joke on the fly of your wife? Yeah, sure. Okay. My wife always says, hey, how come we don't go out and do anything? How come we don't go anywhere where we haven't been in a while? And I say, alright, why don't you go back to the kitchen? And here's another one about my wife. Why do women do not need driver's license? Because there's no roads in between the bedroom and the kitchen. Now, my wife asked me, okay, she's like, can you get me some $600 sunglasses? And I said, yeah, okay, sure. I can tint the kitchen windows for you.
You can come in, but I'm watching you like a hawk. Don't get comfortable. I got my eye on you.
Yeah, I don't like it when they just look at me and they think I'm just a common criminal. That's disturbing. Can't change my hell. Well, they won't find me in here. Let's see.
You just here to waste my time?
Yes. Yes, I am. Okay, let's see. Okay. What did the cannibal do when he dumped his girlfriend? He wiped his ass.
Are you gonna pick something already?
I'm just waiting for the investigation to stop. They'll leave me alone and everything will be fine. Let's see. Okay, this is an offensive one. Two monkeys are sitting on a branch. What do you call the monkey on the branch on top of them? Oh, you got no. Hold on, sorry. I think I may have screwed this one up. You got two monkeys sitting on a tree and a monkey sitting on top of them.
Still looking.
Don't see me. Don't see me.
Recognize you.
You call the third one now. Branch manager.
He's holed up in there, coward. Damn it, there he is. Take him out.
Gotta loot this here cash register. Mind if I help myself?
Excellent. They need a bullet. Push up on him.
Really? Damn, son.
We got you surrounded.
Oh, you were a devoted officer.
You got men on all sides of you. There's a hook.
That guy can kill you one shot. Come on. I'm thinking. Give me a second. Yeah, I think Snow's a little upset. Okay, so, how did the mother know that her daughter was on her period? More importantly, let me rephrase this. How did the mother from how did the mother from Mississippi know that her daughter was on her period? Because she tasted blood from her son's dick. I know that joke ain't gonna. Yeah, she's. Oh, my fiance says that she's just embarrassed, but I mean, let's be honest, she's pissed because of all the Mississippi jokes. I got nothing against well, actually I have a lot of things against Mississippi, but I mean, if it makes you feel better. I mean, I hate Alabama like worse. And I've never even been to that state. Let's see. Oh, okay. I think this will be the pièce de résistance. Oh, no, I got another one. I just remembered this one. Okay, this one's funny. Okay, so the Klan captured a black guy, a Mexican, and an Asian. Now, the Grand Wizard says, if you guys can do a little test for me, I'll let you all go. You pass, I'll let you all go. All of you. And we'll just forget this thing little happened. You know, this little thing happened. The black guy says, what? And the Klansman says, you go into that forest, you bring back some fruit, you come back here and you shove it up your ass. If you don't laugh, we'll let you go. So, you know, the guys, they agree. And, The Mexican comes out first with some cherries. Goes up to the clan leader, he drops his pants, he starts slowly shoving the cherries up his ass, and he busts out laughing. Clanmen line him up against a tree, lynch him. Black guy comes back next with blackberries. Goes up to the clan leader, pulls down his pants, and he starts slowly getting them up his ass. Halfway up with the second one, he busts out laughing. The clansman's like, you see how close you were? If you wouldn't have laughed, you would have lived. Why are you laughing? He points to the Asian walking out of the forest, who's coming towards the clansman carrying pineapples. Alright, and this is the final joke. Alright, because I literally have no more jokes and I'm just going to end the stream. So, I hope I honestly entertained you as best I could, you race-hating motherfuckers. Alright. So, an Asian guy goes, you know, he's having a problem with his sight. And he goes to what is it? Not an ophthalmologist. You know, the doctors for the eyes. And you know, they do the eye test and everything, and the doctor says, "Okay, well, you got cataracts." And the Asian turns to the doctor and says, "No, I have a Rinkin." Trust me, that joke killed for like the longest time. That was my go-to. But, ladies and gentlemen, that was all the jokes that I have for you today. And trust me, it was really, really hard saying these because, one, it probably demonetized this video. I mean, like, definitely. There's not a doubt in my mind. But it was totally worth it. I'd do it again if I, you know, could get some new jokes. But those jokes have been with me since, you know, I've been a kid. And since I was in elementary school, except for the Tinder one. Well, that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Hope you enjoyed the jokes. Hope you guys had fun. I did. I sure as hell did. But I'm gonna leave you with that. You know, I hope you like and subscribe if you like the video. And you know, if you wanna be a member of the channel memberships, they start at 99 cents, and those memberships, they really do help out the channel. I'm trying to save up so I can get a PC so that we can go back in time and play some PS1 games on Steam, or I don't know, something. I'll figure something out, because, you know, I love PS1 games, and your help does, it really does help the channel. I thank you guys for that, man. You guys have always been there, and I appreciate it. Yeah, so I do apologize for the stream yesterday. I don't know why it just totally cunted out on me. But then again, that's society. It does whatever the hell it wants. You know, kind of like John here. I shank you. Well, alright guys, that being said, I'm Arthur Morgan. I had to go help my buddy Dutch make some money. Money is good. But I'll see you guys later, man. Thanks for stopping by. I'm Una. Peace.